Hi, it's your girl, Shar Johnson, live on location. I am at the Cancer Awareness Gala. Yes, that event that we have been promoting to you guys for quite some time now. We have all these wonderful and beautiful people walking in to enjoy this event. Come on, let's go and see what's really going on. I am sitting here with Dr. Fowler, the young lady who is on the flyer. She's sitting right here with me at this event, and I'm super excited to talk to her. How are you doing?
Great. I am so excited to be here. I could not be more impressed with this incredible event that is being put on tonight. And there's so much to celebrate. Good health, cancer-free, nothing is more important.
So, what are some of the things that you're going to talk to us about tonight?
So I specialize in head and neck cancer. That's the type of doctor and surgeon that I am. And I'm going to talk about just how important it is that we talk to our doctors when there's something that's wrong. And so often we're afraid to go in, or we don't have someone that we see regularly. Depending on your age, there are different cancer screenings that you should do. But I think what's really important is that you develop a relationship with someone that you can go in and talk to about when something's not right. And that is what can then potentially save your life, get you the referral to someone like me who can take care of something when something unfortunately does happen.
Okay, so you said something that was very interesting. I picked up the pink ribbon because my mom, she's a cancer survivor, and I see you have on the purple ribbon. You said something that I believe that a lot of us, especially in my community, we don't realize that there's more than one type of cancer.
Absolutely. So there are common cancers that we think about or hear about a lot on the news. Breast cancer for your mom. There's lung cancer, colon cancer, and these cancers get a lot of airtime, as they say. Head and neck cancer makes up a very small subset of all of the other cancers, but it's a small but mighty group. And you have cancers that are included in that, of your mouth, of your throat, of your voice box. And these are cancers that, if overlooked, you can go into stage 4, not be diagnosed early. And we know patients who are diagnosed early do better. So it's so important to think about if there's just a sore throat that you've had for 2 weeks that didn't go away, a change in your voice where all of a sudden you're hoarse and you've never been hoarse before. Those little things, call your doctor, talk to your doctor and get in. Because it may not be one of the top 5, but it could be a very important one.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me and educating the whole community on the things about cancer. If someone just wanted to reach out or have a question for you, or just wanted to know how they can see you, can you just give them a little information so they can know how to get in touch with Dr. Fowler?
Absolutely. University Hospitals is who I work for in Cleveland. I actually have an Akron office. So if you need an ear, nose, and throat doctor, I'm right here on East Market Street. And you would just call University Hospitals at 216-844-1000, and you can ask for Dr. Fowler, and they'll connect you with my office.
So if you guys didn't attend the event this year, you missed out. Yes, you missed out. And I am so happy that I was able to sit down with you. And you guys know what to do. Just keep on coming back. Just keep on tuning in so we can keep you guys updated what's going on around our town.
It is such an honor to be here tonight. I wouldn't feel like a good doctor if I didn't say that in terms of the cancers I take care of, those cancers that are in the head and neck area, we know that they are caused from smoking, drinking too much alcohol consistently, and the HPV virus or human papillomavirus. And so there's a way that we can save lives in this room today, and it's by either stopping smoking yourself or getting someone to stop smoking, and we've got some information on the table about that, or it's about getting vaccinated for the HPV vaccine. And if you're not in the right age group, they've increased that to the age of 45. It's your kids and your grandkids and your great-grandkids. So I just want to say we're going to have such an amazing time tonight, but that's the way everyone in this room can save lives. And I can't thank you enough for the invite. You truly are the reason I wake up every day. I'm honored to be here.
Well, this time, you guys, I'm going to actually have you guys listen to one of the survivors of cancer. Not only is he a survivor, but he's also a pastor. How are you doing?
I'm well.
Can you just tell everybody who you are and just give him a little bit of insight of your story?
My name is Pastor Mar Hodges, Bridging the Gap Ministries. We're located at 3200 Bailey Road in Cuyahoga Falls. A little bit of the story just centers on this. Even if we look at the event that we're listening to in the background right now, about 5 years ago, really about 10 years ago, I started to notice that I had a lump in my neck, and it was not painful, and it wasn't discomfortable or uncomfortable, I should say. And every year I would tell my doctor at my annual that, it's there. And then finally, about 5 years ago, he says he was concerned about it. So I kept my thoughts to myself, and then I went from there and saw an ENT doctor, ear, nose, and throat.
Okay.
And from there, they did an exam for me on the spot, and then ultimately came back and said the only way that they would know what was there is if they did surgery to remove the mass. So, long story made much shorter, I had them remove the mass based on the consult of my wife and my daughter, who's an RN. And then they found out that the mass was cancerous and that there was 2 spots on my throat. From there, we started treatment. And so the treatment went through 35 radiation treatments, 2 chemo treatments, although the first one put me in the emergency room. And then I declined the second one and then went on with the treatment. Ultimately, I then met Levester Johnson, who was here having the event tonight. And from that place, that's how we kind of ended up here, because the hospital where we both were being treated asked if I would mentor people who had throat cancer.
Okay.
And so I did. And that led to a lot of other wonderful things that it would take until tomorrow to share the rest of the story.
Well, I am so happy that you did sit down and just share that with us. But is there anything that you want to tell our community, especially my Black is Beautiful community, because a lot of us don't realize that we need to communicate with our doctors. If we see something wrong with our bodies, we need to get checked. Is there anything that you would like to mentor our audience on right now?
Absolutely. I would have a question that everyone would need to ask themselves. If you had an issue, wouldn't you really want to know? Or would you want it to be a surprise?
Oh, that is a excellent question. And I am just so happy that you sat down. But if someone wanted to come and join service, can you like give them a time and the address so maybe they can come and join your service?
Absolutely. Again, it's at 3200 Bailey Road in Cuyahoga Falls. Service time is 12:30, and we ultimately leave when God says He's done.
Okay, well, all right. And you heard it from the pastor, a mentor, and a cancer survivor.
2 weeks later, they gave me the results. The results said that the mass was cancerous and that there were 2 spots where my tonsils used to be. From that point, I was sent to an oncologist, and I sat with the oncologist as the oncologist told me some good news being this, that he had an 80% success rate with the type of cancer that I had. I smiled and I leaned towards him and I told him that I'm sure that my daddy can more than handle the other 20%. And so for some people, you caught that. But he then asked me, what did I mean by that? Because he's from India and he had a whole other worldview. So I told him, my daddy.
Well, this has been a wonderful event, and I am very happy that I'm able to sit here with the man with this plan of this wonderful event. How are you doing today, Mr. Levi?
Amazing. No, definitely. Just to be able to see success, everybody was able to come together, and we're going to fight the fight together, and that's what it's all about, and inspire one another. So I'm really excited about that.
Okay, so this is your first event.
Yes.
I'm excited to know, are you going to continue to do this?
Yes, this is just the first annual, so we'll be having it every year for certain. Yeah.
Okay, so I see that you yourself was battling cancer, and your speech, it was just inspiring and wonderful. Is that your inspiration of doing what you did here today?
Yeah. Yeah, just to inspire people to get their checkups early, because if I wouldn't have got mine, I would have been worse for me, even though I was stage 3 or 4 myself. But to be able to even get there, because I was going to the doctor and noticing myself that I had some issues. So it's when you feel issues, you get your checkup. And so you go early so you can, get your results and you can take care of them.
Okay, so you got the band here, you got the DJs. I mean, it's just decorated beautiful. I just want you to tell everyone how you put this event together and how it came together.
Okay. Well, I thought to myself, going through this process, that, if the man upstairs can heal me, then I wanted to inspire other people that we need to come together so we can inspire each other from testimonies. And there's point of vision. So you got to have a vision. And my vision was I wanted to impact multiple lives through different people's testimony, because everybody go through it some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. So somebody else's testimony might inspire them or their family member or somebody to tell their family member what they heard. And that was my primary goal. And I didn't want to charge any money, because God put it upon my heart to be in a good situation. So my car dealership, A-Team Auto Sales of 1544 South Hawkins, sponsored the whole event. And thanks for the people who cooked the food and donated food and things like that. It made it very successful.
Well, I noticed that there were some gift baskets there. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the gift baskets, people, they do those. We're going to raffle those off. And those are raffles, and those will come together to help, fund some things of that nature like that. But a lot of people donated those baskets for the cause, help fund the event.
Well, if somebody wants to get involved next year, won't you let everybody know how they can do that?
You can stop by 1544 South Hawkins and catch me in my car lot, or you can give me a call personally at 330-571-6060.
This is actually the place you should have been today. The whole entire event was free. There were vendors here. It was nice music, wonderful food, and they had all type of different activities and testimonies. So if you didn't catch it this year, make sure you come next year. Thank you so much for having us out, and I'm very, very happy for you, and this was beautiful.
Thank you.
Until next time, you guys, stay tuned and stay blessed, and make sure that you participate when it comes to community events like this.
I went in for that biopsy. Excuse me. And I, to be honest with you, I always thought I was like the toughest man out there, you know, to be honest. I was just like, oh, this is nothing. And I went in and I did the biopsy. Let me get this clicker. She had it. So, yeah, that was the point right there when I went in. I was going through my biopsy, and I was just like, okay. And I just thought like to myself, and I always kept the faith. My father always told me, when you're going through something, just plant your base and just go through it. Because in life, you have to go through it. We can't just jump from A and go to Z or go to, J. You got to go A, B, C. So I knew it was going to be a process. And when I woke up from the biopsy and everything, the lovely doctor, she said, you have cancer on your tonsils. And I was like, okay. And I was still excited, to be honest with you, because I was just like, well, we're going to just take my tonsils out, right? And she said, yeah. And I said, can we get them both out so I don't have to worry about the other side or anything like that? And she said, well, that's what we're going to do. And I said, okay, perfect. And she took them out. And, when I woke up from the surgery, I was kind of like in the daze, to be honest with you all. I was just like, oh, okay, but I noticed I had a lot of stuff going on up here at the time. So she had to take out, I think it was 23 lymph nodes.
I finally have an opportunity to have the DJ of all the events sitting down here with me. Today, I'm running into you at the Cancer Gala that is put on by Mr. Levi. Right now, I hear the Mike Austin project playing. So I see you have on an orange ribbon. What color is cancer is that for?
The orange represents leukemia, and I lost my dad in August to cancer, so when Levi called me, I was all over this event.
Okay. So, are you enjoying yourself?
Absolutely. I love seeing people come and have a good time, dress up, no worries about any issues. There's no white t-shirts, just a good time, good music, good food, good socializing.
Well, we run into each other a lot. So, tell everybody how long you've been DJing and how they can get the services from you if they need you.
I'm like the baby of the DJ group. I've only been DJing about 16 years, but I've done everything from Tom Joyner and Ricky Smiley with the morning show. I've done some of that. Did the Urban League, NAACP. I do all the Greeks. Just about anything going on in the city, I'm usually connected to it. So you can reach me at 330-573-5061. But yeah, I'm pretty busy.
I have the opportunity to talk to the queen of this gala. Now, I want to ask you, what is your ribbon is for? I know mine is for breast cancer, but you have a lavender and a purple one. So what are your colors for?
Lavender is for all cancers. So I wanted to represent everyone because I know so many people who have been touched by cancer. And then the burgundy and ivory is for neck cancer, which my husband had and is now cured, and we're happy about that.
So that was the inspiration for you guys to do this event?
Yes, exactly. When he said once he was able to get healed, he would want to give back, and this is our way of giving back to the community, bringing people together on the same acknowledgement of cancer, and we just want to give back and have fun.
I walked past this young lady's table and I was smelling such a wonderful aroma. I'm talking about the candles and the things that were at the table. Bath and Body Works, I'm gonna need you to watch out. I am sitting here with this wonderful lady who had these creations. Won't you tell everybody who you are and what your business is about?
My name is Tezra Williams. My business is Honey Babies Candles, and I'm from Beechwood, Ohio. And I make candles. And that aroma she was smelling was I have eucalyptus, mint, I have amber, and sandalwood.
Okay, and
A variety of other scents. It's not just that.
okay, well, I'm looking at this basket right here and I see these things that are in the basket. Can you tell me a little bit about these things that are in this basket?
Yes. So I have a total of 3 candles in the basket. The baskets are $25. And the aroma therapy for cancer patients is very soothing for cancer patients. Since eucalyptus, mint, and sandalwood, and I have white tea ginger, which I named it Kalia after one of my little cousins. But the scent is very relaxing and soothing for cancer patients.
Okay, so the scent that you named after your cousin, why did you name it after her? What's the significance of that scent?
So when her mom smelled the candle, she was like, "This is just like my daughter." She's only like 8 or 9 years old. She's very calm, cool, and collective, and that's exactly what the scent is. It's very it's just calming. It's like I said, the scent actually is white tea ginger. So if you know anything about that, it's like ambiance kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Now, if somebody wanted to purchase the candles from you from outside of this event, can you tell everyone how they can get that information?
Definitely. I am on social media, Honey's Babies Candles. I'm on IG, Facebook. I have a store online, Shopify, and also my website is honeybabiescandles.onverse.com. And I do special orders, so like any kind of events, baby showers, I do dessert candles. I'm coming out with a new candle, gel candles, where you do the martini drinks, and the aroma is amazing.
Okay, so you guys, you need to really tap into this young lady. I'm telling you, the store that everybody likes to go to, you need to watch out because these candles is where it is at.
Tell you, they are black-owned business. Come support.
That's right, support our black-owned business. So tell everybody who you are and what your company is. And the reason why I brought up wigs, we're at a cancer awareness gala event, and we do know many people with cancer, they end up losing their hair and different things. So I really like that you guys were here with wigs, and it was a different variety. But what I love is you said customize and tailor made and fit them to you. And the wigs I saw were beautiful. But I want everyone to know who you are and what your company is.
Well, my company's name is Carlin Glory. It's located in Talmadge Avenue.
Well, one day, sometime or another, you're going to have to plan for your final days on earth. And a lot of us in the community really don't like to talk about those things. But I have a wonderful young lady sitting here with me, and she's going to talk to us about this. Please tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Kimberly Watson. I'm a final expense life insurance agent. And I say final expense because that's all we do. We really focus on family services, customer service to family support. People don't like to talk about death and dying, but that's all we do, my company, Lincoln Heritage. We also are here to support terminal ill people and cancer. No matter how you look at it, is a terminal illness, but we're going to survive. When we survive, you got to think of the word survivors. So what we do is help the survivors, and we want to give people knowledge. pre-plan. There's only 3 things we all have in common. We born, when we cut, we bleed red. We're all going to die.
Yes.
We plan our weddings. We plan our trips. Spend a lot of money on those things, but we are planning those. The biggest event of your life, most of us don't plan on doing it, and we leave it on our family. So
Well,
what we do here is help family. We're a family support service.
okay, so a lot of people don't want to think about that, and you said something that I wanted you to explain to people. We pay money for our trips. We pay money for, like you said, the weddings and things like that. Is it expensive, or does it cost a lot to do the final expenses?
Well, you need to know how much you're going to spend and what you want. There's choices, whether we do traditional funerals when we're buried or whether we do cremation. You need to know knowledge. And my goal is to give knowledge to our people, our community, about the funeral industry, because like I said, that's one of the 3 things we all have in common. And it's the biggest event of our lives, but we leave it on our family. That burdens our family. So to prevent emotional spending, bickering amongst family, we say plan and pre-plan. But one thing that Lincoln Heritage Final Expense, what we do, we offer terminal illness coverage. Some insurance companies do not offer that.
Okay.
But first, with us, we want to talk about what you want to have done. So that's all we do is final expense. There's laws in place that protects the consumers from being price gouged. There's a Funeral Consumer Guardianship Society that is a part of Lincoln Heritage. And what we do is we price shop. We comparison shop. We show people you can go and set this up now and have it what you want to do, and it won't be changed once you pass. And your family, all they got to do is do the little minimal, just sign off on things.
Well,
Done.
okay, well, why don't you tell everybody how to get in contact with you so they can make sure that they can get these things done?
Yes, my name again is Kimberly Watson. I'm located in Summit County. My phone number is 330-730-6649. I am a funeral planner and a family support agent. That's what I do.
The legendary BJ, the DJ, is in the house. How are you doing?
Fine, sweetheart. How you doing?
I am doing excellent, and I see that you are all dressed up and sharp, so you're not DJing tonight, huh?
Well, I'm just doing a little host job. I put the show together. That's what I do.
Okay, so you were a big part of this, putting it together and stuff today.
I would say so. I would say so. And that's what I do now. I mean, I'm DJing still, but promoting is my new game now.
Okay. Well, being a DJ, you always promoting, so I'm pretty sure you know what you're doing.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, well, you guys, you see those commercials that's on TV. They go to talking about your credit and what you can do, and don't let the IRS get you and things like that. But I have somebody sitting right here with me today that's at this wonderful event that's going to tell you guys the real when it comes to credit. Let everybody know who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name is Takesha Sibley, and I am here to spread the word about financial literacy and boosting your credit, learning about credit, and letting it work for you.
Okay, and when I was talking to you earlier, you mentioned something about the rent. How effective by you just paying your rent can help you with your credit?
Well, we have a service, and it's called Credit My Rent. Something we have to pay every month anyway. So why not let it be a good positive mark towards your credit score to boost it up?
Okay, so just paying your rent can help your credit score.
Paying your rent every month, and they report to two credit bureaus, and you don't have to call and remind them. They automatically do it. You're in the system. And how that's done is they need a name, a phone number, and an email address to whoever you pay your rent to, and you're in the system, and it'll show up on your credit report as Credit My Rent, as it states here, and they'll report every month on time, no reminders.
Oh, I love that. I think I need to get into that. But I also heard you mention something about a credit card. You pay $25. Can you just go into a little bit in depth about that?
So we have a secure credit card. no background check, no deposit, no pre-approvals. All they ask is a minimum of $25 to activate the card. You're automatically approved. It's a bunch of wonderful, I guess I'm sorry. It's a bunch of different advantages to having this card because you're automatically approved, and all they ask is $25 to activate it. And you can use it as a credit card.
So, anyone that wants to get more detailed information or may need your services to help repair their credit, can you please tell them how to get in contact with you?
You can find me on Facebook as Takesha Sibley, or my contact number is 330-604-9862. I'm also on Instagram as Takesha Sibley or Ruby Cologne.
Back it up. Back it up.